Banloy says the challenges in Mindanao go way beyond Muslim extremists.
From the ruling oligarchs, from the warlords, from the criminal groups, and even from Christian local politicians. If the MLF cannot make a difference, then I think the Mindanao conflict will persist.
For NPR News, I'm Michael Sullivan in Manila.
This is NPR News.
Good morning from the BBC in London. I'm Rich Preston with BBC Top Line. Some of our top global stories this hour. The United States has formally announced it's suspending its obligations under the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, a key arms control agreement dating back to the Cold War. The US says Russia has violated the treaty for years, which Russia denies. The BBC's Sarah Rainsford is in Moscow.
Last month, Moscow even put the missile the Americans are so concerned about on display here. It insists that the range of the 9M729, as it's called, does comply with the Cold War arms agreement, and so says US demands to destroy it are unacceptable.
The US says it will begin to impose visa restrictions on Ghana from next week. The BBC's Thomas Nardi explains.
The diplomatic dispute concerns 7,000 people currently in detention without passports in the US for allegedly breaching their visa terms. The US says they are Ghanaians and is demanding Ghana issue them new travel documents so they can be deported back to Ghana.
And Bollywood's first mainstream movie about a lesbian woman coming out to her family is being praised for pushing the boundaries of cinema in socially conservative India.
How I felt when I saw that girl's lesbian plotline was kept under wraps during the promotion of the film, although it was hinted at by the movie's official hashtag, #SetLoveFree. This was in part to avoid controversy.
The BBC's Anna Aslam. In London, I'm Rich Preston at the BBC.
It's 8:44 with Cap Radio News. I'm Steve Milne. An historic hotel in downtown Sacramento could soon be turned into affordable housing. Capitol Park Hotel is at the corner of 9th and L Streets. Right now it operates as a single-room occupancy hotel for long-term residents. Two housing groups want to convert the property. Scott Brown from the Sacramento Business Journal says the renovations will be significant.
Many of Capitol Park's rooms lack bathrooms and kitchens, and in some cases there's no bathroom on the same floor. And so the total number of units, since they would have to add bathrooms and kitchens to some of them, would be reduced from 180 currently down to about 134.
The Sacramento Housing and Redevelopment Agency and Mercy Housing California want to apply for $9.5 million in state housing loans to acquire the building. People in the wine industry converged in Sacramento this week for an annual wine expo. The Unified Wine and Grape Symposium is a chance for industry reps to scope out the latest harvesting machines and fancy bottle caps. In recent years, California rosé has seen a surge in popularity, and winemakers want to get a foothold in the rosé market. Hugh Chappelle with Quivira Vineyards in Sonoma says dry rosé wines came into the U.S. market at a time when sweet white Zinfandel had fallen out of favor.
When drier rosés came on the scene in the probably late 90s, early 2000s, it was really difficult. A lot of people were, who had grown out of white sand and they saw something pink.
This water on the right, it's not a lake and it's not a river. Those are rice paddies.
Musicians are delivering sonatas and symphonies to the doorsteps of homebound seniors. And just as food staves off hunger, some experts say music can prevent depression or even dementia. At Radio Sammy Kayola reports.
It's a special occasion at the Cascade Senior Living Facility in Grass Valley. A visiting classical trio launches into a Bach minuet. In the front row, toes are tapping in fuzzy slippers and comfy clogs.
They don't ever get to get out to hear a concert of professional musicians performing for them.
Ken Hardin directs a Nevada County performance group called In Concert Sierra, and the show is part of their new initiative, Music on Wheels.
It's sort of like Meals on Wheels, only with music. So our idea is to bring music to people that can't get out to enjoy live music performances.
Lori Woodhull listened from the sidelines with her 91-year-old mother, Helen Hart. Helen's been in the facility since November, and she's made a name for herself in the board game scene.
They're wicked at Chinese checkers and cribbage and Scrabble. You beat everybody. So they tell me anyways.
That's what they say.
When it comes to picking tunes, Helen prefers classical.
Just nice to hear some decent music besides rock and roll and all that stuff.
But the trio doesn't just stick to Beethoven. They picked it up with a little 20th century tango.
I was watching some of the people, especially that last song. They're keeping time on their laps with their hands, and it was just neat to see what the music was doing and how it was resonating with them.
This is the kind of experience that can make a big difference for the aging brain. Joshua Leeds studies the way sound affects human behavior.
Maybe hearing a beautiful piece of Mozart makes us feel so good. It releases enough cortisol in the brain that allows us to be able to think much more clearly than we did 2 days ago. And so it has to do with memory. It has to do with resonance, which is the impact of one vibration and its ability to change another vibration.
And it has to do with a process called entrainment. It's a physics principle.
Whereby an external periodic tempo pulse can change, speed up, or slow down our own internal primary pulses.
That's why classical music is so stress relieving. And when seniors hear a song they already know, they connect even more deeply, like this waltz by Johann Strauss. Delighted that this trio made it all the way to their rural nursing home.
Gosh, that violinist was unbelievable. Who'd have thought? Congrats, Phil.
The program is new to Northern California and hopes to serve more homebound seniors this year. Sammy Kaola, Cap Radio News.
Find photos of the performance at capradio.com.
Support for NPR comes from this station and from the Skoll Foundation, working with social entrepreneurs, innovators, and funders to accelerate solutions to the world's most pressing problems, both at home and abroad. Learn more at skoll.org. From the ECMC Foundation, working to improve post-secondary educational outcomes for underserved students through evidence-based innovation. Learn more at ecmcfoundation.org. And from Americans for the Arts.
We have more music coming up on Morning Edition. We'll hear from folklore archivist William Ferris. He's up for a Grammy for Mississippi Gospel and Blues, Voices of Mississippi, an interesting collection, and we'll hear it next. It's 8:49. This is Cap Radio, 90.9 Sacramento and 90.5 Tahoe Reno, your NPR station. Usually when we talk about tree branches down, possible power outages, 50-mile-per-hour gusts, difficult driving conditions, we're talking about the mountains, but not this time. That's the forecast for tonight and early tomorrow for the valley. In the Sierra, 2 to 4 feet of snow expected at lake level and 50-mile-per-hour gusts. It's suggested that you avoid travel, if possible, in the Sierra. We get support from the Center for Animal Protection and Education, presenting their 6th Animal Film Festival with entertaining and inspiring stories from around the world. February 9th and 10th in Grass Valley and Nevada City, animalfilmfestival.org. And from Lasher's Elk Grove Subaru in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, featuring the 2019 Subaru Outback, all-wheel drive up to 33 mpg and standard safety features like iSafe Driver Assist.
Mine, Tony. Joy.
Tony Joy?
Mm-hmm. Empty trailer. You're here to pick up a Portland load. Not yet, but you will. I'll get them all. Huh? Yeah, I'll pick up the rest of it and bring it to you.